Christina. Right on time. How are you? So happy to have you in here today. All the stuff I brought to California, I didn't bring a grinder. So I tried grinding up the weed by myself with my fingers. I guess, it is smoking. You have a question for the cards while we wait to get started? I've decided, depending on how the room's looking, 3 questions, 3 card pulls, and then pull for what we're gonna draw. Smoky in here. You don't know, no questions? No worries. Well, what's been going on? Are you back in Seattle? I missed the last get together with Ebony Janice because I had my Tarot Academy just started back up, and there was a timing conflict between the two, which was unfortunate. Still in Colorado. Gotcha. Well, yeah, we should catch up. Curious to hear what's going on. Good reason to miss, yeah. I should go back and rewatch. There's a couple. I think I missed one in May too that I need to rewatch still. We're gonna just pull a card and get drawing then. Oh, of course, Z, right in under the wire. Welcome. If you have a question for the cards, please drop it in the question bubble. I will take 3 before I pull a card for us to start drawing. But if you don't have a question, we're gonna just get into it, because I've just been over here rambling to Christina. But Z, tell me, how have you been doing? Jada, welcome. Jada is my partner this month for my Tarot Academy, and so we've been reviewing each other's work, sending each other some spreads. It's been very cool. All right. Z, career advice for October. Okay. Jada, if you have a question for the cards, please drop them in the question bubble. Z, glad to hear you've been doing well. All right. Z, career advice. October. Well, this is nice. King of Pentacles. I'm getting the sense of, getting on your boss's good side. yeah, really coming under your boss's radar in a good way. Even small things. Even small things. Jada, the feeling is mutual. S-Norm's welcome. Turkmen Nomad, welcome. If you have a question for the cards, drop them in the question bubble. Otherwise, I will be pulling a card and getting us started with our drawings. Z, you're welcome. Cheney, BW, I know. Can you remind me of your real name? God. Yvette? God. I apologize if that's not right. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull a card for us to draw. I'm using the 420 Tarot, my deck. I'm thinking in the future we might try other tarot decks. Could be fun to branch out, experiment. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, what are we drawing? Three of Wands. I like Three of Wands. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. I know I see somebody in here has a question. I apologize. We're moving on. We're moving on. If you're still here at the end or if you want to come back, I will pull the card for you. All right, let's see. Make sure you can see what's happening. We'll make it work. Okay. Three of Wands today. You know, just anything that doesn't have a face, a little bit easier to draw in general. Oh yeah, Christina, I forgot that you had drawn that on your own. Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see the difference between the two today. Okay. Three of Wands, right? It's like you got this grand perspective. You can see, you know, 180, 270 degrees around you, full 360, elevated high, water, you know, there's ship's moon in the background, mountains, and stable here with our 3 wands. All right, we got kind of like that. God, is it like Joseph in the like million color coat? I can't remember my Bible stories right now, but that's always what this coat makes me think of. And it pairs well with marijuana. Poncho. Cannabis, excuse me. I'm trying not to say marijuana since of the racist roots. So, and cannabis is actually what it's called. Okay. So let's get started. As always, we're gonna just dive right in. I'm using a Sharpie, which I don't necessarily recommend, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. Jada, Joseph in the colorful coat. Yes. Okay, yeah. So I do have a clue about my Bible stories. Wonderful. Let me pull this a little closer here. All right, again, our rectangle, we're not worried if it's not a perfect rectangle, because if we needed that, we would do it on the computer, you know, use technology there. Instead, we just want to see how it comes out of our own magical fingers. Okay, what am I going to start with here? I think I'm going to start putting in my person. And as always, I like to draw myself in the cards. I recommend you drawing yourselves, but you know, do whatever you want. So it's the back of my head. I got, just to keep my life easier, I'm going to be giving myself a bun, so I don't have to figure out what's happening with my hair. I got my arm, or at least my sleeve here. I'm going to wear something similar, because I'm into it. I got my hood. Poncho. I'm gonna make my shorts a little bit shorter here. Legs. A little bit of hair. And because we are in the 420 tarot land, nobody has shoes, so no shoes. Make our lives a little bit easier to have some of those decisions already made like that. All right, let me get back here. What's happening? Okay, yeah. That looks like the back of me. Fill in this hood. Sometimes the real dark areas, it's helpful to color in as you go because it helps keep the drawing on track, like what is what exactly. Okay, so I got my arm here outstretched, holding on to this first wand. Get pretty tall, coming down into my fist on both sides, and then I'll take it out through the bottom. Again, we're not going for perfectly straight, especially these are magic wands. These are fiery wands, not PVC pipes. So a little character to them, I think is quite nice. Okay, just to remind us that we're in the 420 tarot world, I don't have any cannabis leaves growing off of these wands, but I'm going to add some here. Just to keep it on brand. All right, we got one wand. Oh, let's not forget, what am I doing? Let's put an ear about here. And then my hairline. Right, so we're seeing me like this. I hope that's the right angle for you. And I'm smoking a J. I guess a little more of a blunt size J here. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Real robust. How is everyone's drawings going? Any questions? Let me know. All right. I will be checking back. Let's go ahead and put in this second wand here. Okay. Where am I starting it from? A little bit lower down. Closer to my feet. Let's see, again, adding just a little bit more cannabis theme. Than what I have in the original. And then, yeah, just a few little bark lines can make just a simple, long, skinny rectangle turn into the most magical of wands. Little details sometimes, it's all it takes. Jada just spectating. All right. Not too late for you to jump in if you're interested, but I'm happy you're here. Very happy you're here. Okay, and then let's go off and frame the rest of this with our last wand. Planted in the ground there. All three of these. A little more cannabis. And just some leaves. Okay. Z, thank you. Have you been drawing any of these? I don't think I've seen any of yours yet. Okay. A little bit higher than ultimately. This is me when I don't map anything out and just am straight with the Sharpie. If I could go back, I would move this all down a little bit more. But alas, that is the risk we take with the Sharpie. What do you got first try? Sometimes that kind of pressure, I've said this before, is good for you. It's real easy to overthink this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna just go ahead and add in, I'll be adding in the Three of Wands information down here. Since I have, make it look like I did it on purpose. All right, a little bit of grass, maybe a cutie little flower. Oh, and let me not forget here, taking my somewhat dull stick and changing it, elevating it into that most magical fiery wand. Christina, yours is high too. Well, yeah. That's where you were guided. That is where you were guided, so apologies for that. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish putting in this background, and then we'll come in and start adding some details to ourselves. So let's see, the horizon line here is hitting, it's like mid-tit really. So we'll come out from both sides, just extend. Don't worry if things aren't lined up perfect. Ooh, except I feel like that really is. But if, this part not so much. Still looks fine. I assure you. Okay, we're gonna do some mountains here in the back. Maybe a little bit snow-capped mountains, how about that? Just a little, it's like some ice cream melting just there on the top of those mountains. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, and we'll finish up with a little mountain over here. Again with that ice cream. Let's go ahead and add in some waves. Ooh, waves got a lot bigger than I expected. Maybe trying to move too fast. Let me take a step back. We're gonna just go with it. A little bit wavier than I had planned. Still not treacherous though, right? Nothing treacherous looking out here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add some boats in. So I like to draw just a simple rectangle. What is this? A rhombus, I guess? Longer on the top than the bottom. Is that a rhombus? Sail. I should get some shape names. That would be worth me looking into. We got one there. How about we get one leaving, going this direction. And just because we are at 3 of wands here, let's add a third just to reinforce that number. Okay. I think that looks good. I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to be focusing on drawing in my hair and drawing in those vertical lines. Actually, I can just do that with color. But my hair, I do like taking the time to define my hair. Just because I like to do it. And if you don't like doing it, you know, just grab your color the whole thing in. Or don't color. Fuck, I don't care what you do. I really don't. I'm just glad you're doing it, and we're doing it together. Okay. How does that look? Fuck yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. Jada, I make this look so easy. To be fair, I have drawn the 3 of wands many times. I want to say probably at least 6 times. So I have had some practice. But also with a little instruction, drawing can be, I think, not as hard as we want to make it out to be. It seems like it's been, you know, made into this thing that only a certain children and then like a few adults are allowed to do. But the majority of adults like somehow have lost the privilege of drawing, or something stupid sounding like that, when I really think most people can draw, to be honest, and just don't give themselves a chance. Especially if it comes out different than in your head. I think, Jada, I was just talking to you about this last night. Like, generally, this is different since I'm drawing this here. But if I'm drawing something for the first time, whatever is in my head is not what comes out on paper. And then, like, being okay with that, like, that jump, that disconnect. I think that's a part that people feel uncomfortable with, or, you know, has taken as failure, and they give up. Okay, that's enough of that soapbox. We're gonna move to color, everyone's favorite. Let's go ahead and start drawing in these thick vertical stripes, starting with the green. And also here as well, for the hood. All right, pink and green. Yeah, oh my God, color, it does so much for us. So quickly, it makes everything come to life. Totally different vibe. Here I am, no worries in the world. Look at this, all this before me, and I choose to put on this striped poncho for the day. Ugh, just a real nice chill vibe. Let's go back to the green. Looks like this might be a little bit wide compared to all the others. Jada, I love the pink and green together. Part of the reason why I love your work so much. Thank you. Honestly, I get a lot of color inspiration from Malika Favre. I'm not exactly sure how you, I think she's French. It's MALIKAFAVRE. But although, yeah, making color palettes is some of my favorite. It's a favorite way to spend time. And then saving them and seeing what projects they get ended up used on is cool too. Like I've been illustrating some stories with a friend, and the color palette for the stories is something that I've been holding on to for probably, I don't know, 5 years. 5 years I've had this certain combination of colors saved and I didn't know why. And it turns out it's for this story. It's like pretty cool. All right. Let's give this green a rest. Jess Fisher 82, welcome. Let me take a drink, step back. Christina, how is yours coming? How is everybody's coming? We're almost there. Definitely over 50% done. What I appreciate about the 420 Tarot color palette also, the pink and the green, the black, white, gray, a lot of decisions really already narrowed down for you. You don't come to every card and have to think of absolutely everything from scratch. Here, we get here and a lot of decisions have already been made. Because it's where they fall naturally. Christina, it's quite different, but having fun. Nice. I'm really excited to see. All right, we're gonna do this light gray here for our boats. And a darker gray for our snow-capped mountains in the background. Although I think technically things closer up are darker and stuff further away is lighter. So next time, I'll think through the decision a little bit more, or I'll already have this knowledge. I'll know exactly to switch those two grays, but we learn. All right, I'm actually gonna use this same color to color in my hair, since my hair is pretty dark. Hair doesn't all need to be colored in, because you gotta think, you know, hair's shiny. So maybe it's just the light hitting it a little bit. Would go back and add a little shine to the bun, but I didn't think of that in time. All right, what else do we have left here? some green for the wands. Let's go ahead and color in these wands too. Using the same color as those boats. Yes, I would say in general I try to challenge myself to keep my color palettes as like minimum, as simplistic as possible, because it just makes your life a lot easier. We are going to make a small deviation tonight. Because I can't find the gray that I usually use for my skin, so I'm going to use this yellow instead. Just a last detail here. How's everybody's doing? How is it going? So I think really all I have left to do is add the card info and sign it. Add the card info and sign it. Nice. All right, so we are 3 of Wands. In general, I would say you should really pencil out lettering beforehand, or at least air draw it to make sure you're not going to run out of room, because it's very easy to estimate incorrectly how many letters, how much space, X amount of letters is going to take. So I'm getting quite tight to this end. I'm going to try to make it look like it's on purpose by adding a 3 on this side. All right. Let's see. Just trying to get some good screenshots for later. This is my 3 of Wands. I'm very curious to hear about everybody else's. Please send them to me. Please send them to me. I'd love to see them. And let's see who this question was from. Esmons. I'm gonna assume you're still here, Esmons. And pull this card for you. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being patient. I'm curious to see if you had anything to draw, Esmons. Would love to see it. My dog is here, looking at me. I don't know what kind of. So we're just gonna pull the one and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna be done soon. I'm gonna be done soon. All right. Jada says, hey, shimmy. Jada, she says, hey. Okay, Esmons. pull for general upcoming weekend vibes. You got it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like it's either saving. Let's get a clarifier. Because, yeah, I feel like there's an either or here. So let's just see if we can get a little more info. Shimmy has made her way to the couch. So we bought a little bit of time. Very interesting. So we went to Page of Pentacles reverse to Page of Wands in reverse. And if I ever just, if all the cards I have are reversed, I just end up switching them to be upright. Because I feel like the energy is consistent. So I'm going to just, I don't know, that's just how it is for me. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I mean, this is new energy. Earth and fire. Earth and fire. I mean, yeah, it's like really nice, right? Because you need earth to burn. We're gonna do one more. I felt myself going to maybe a not a helpful place. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. And this also came out reversed. So again, since they were all reversed, upright, we got the Five of Pentacles. I think that you're gonna have to spend money this weekend. That's what it, I mean, I knew that from this. You're gonna be spending money this weekend. More money than you wanna spend. That's what I got for you, S1s. That is what I got for you. New things. Maybe stuff you haven't quite thought of yet. Anyways, if there aren't any other questions, I just want to thank you for coming. So good to see you. Most likely we'll be here again next week, 4:20 Pacific, what's the D stand? Daylight time. And I hope to see you there.